What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. It is your girl, Midnight. Let's chop it up. Let's talk about something. I'm finna talk about the choices, sometimes the choices that you may make, how, in a sense, how jumping off the porch, where that gets you, okay? And I'm finna bring forth my thoughts on this, okay? How jumping off the porch and those who condone those who jump off the porch, where they it really get you. Okay, that's gonna be what I'm talking about today. Because I can't not just not speak on this here subject right here. I can't. I mean, I just cannot not speak on this or have an opinion about this because, like I said, I'm speaking from a place of experience with a lot of people off on this internet. I'm speaking from a place of experience with personal people that I know. I'm speaking from a personal experience like that. But this is why jumping off the porch gets you nowhere. And this is why when people jump off the porch, it's good. It's what's good for the goose is good for the gander, I guess, at that time. You know what I'm saying? For a short period of time, as long as somebody is doing a deed for you or what you think to be done for you. You know what I'm saying? As long as somebody is doing something for you, it's all good then. You know what I'm saying? It seems that way for me. So I can't not just have a word on this one right here because we finna talk some facts here. I mean, it's finna be facts thrown out here for real. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Um, I definitely was agitated yesterday for sure. Um, with a lot of shit of being work related. Um, that shit is getting handled because, like I said, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. But this here right here, yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. Um, and let me also clear this up for the records because I need to make this clear to a lot of people. There's a lot of stands that come on my page, just like we had one come through there yesterday. There's a lot of y'all who are not considered to be stands, but when you come on somebody's platform and you've been on this platform more than one time and you had no problem coming in my comments and coming in my room speaking, and you just became a person who started watching me secretly, you are somebody who I classify as a fucking stand. And that's the kind of shit to get you blocked. One thing Midnight never appreciated nor liked was if you were watching me for more than 60 seconds and you are in my room and you didn't speak, but you were somebody who once did speak, but you just now all of a sudden a spy watching me, don't come over here. Because see, that kind of behavior is going to get you, first off, it may get you cussed out, depending on how Midnight feeling. You may get cursed the fuck out. That's for one. Second of all, you're going to definitely get blocked because you already know the scoop and the routine of how I move on my platform. So that means if you were ever somebody that was on my platform before and you spoke out loud prior, but you became a spy where you just came over here to watch me and I see you at the top and you're not speaking, you getting the fucking boots. And I don't have no motherfucking sympathy for booting your ass. Just know that that's going to continue to happen to many other motherfucking people. Because one thing about it is those who watch me knows that when you come in somebody's platform, just like I stop somewhere in anybody's platform, I'm not going to just go over there watching them. The first thing I'm going to do is speak. The first thing you should be doing when you visiting somebody's platform for longer than 60 damn seconds is telling them, greeting them. However you choose to greet them, whether that be you use emojis to greet people or you verbally speaking by writing what you need to write. Nobody should have to keep on telling grown folks that know the ropes on how somebody move and do things on a platform, how to do shit. Again, y'all make yourselves look very sus when you do shit like that. So you're going to forever be a person that continue to be booted off my platform when you don't come through here and you don't speak. And I can see you. I mean, I can really see you. That be the whole thing about it. It's like I can see you though. I can really see you. You're not a ghost here. I can see who's here. So your best bet is to keep on scrolling, or you either come down here and speak. And then most times I let a couple of y'all do that more than one time before I actually call you out to be somebody that, oh no, you're not gonna keep coming over here on my platform doing shit like that. It be more than one occasion where you do it. Y'all give yourself those suspect vibes. I'm just saying, y'all give yourself those kind of vibes where you look sus. What's going on, sis? Good morning. And she says, good morning, sis, and everyone on the live. Good morning, sis. Like, you just really look suspect. How you doing, Miss Donna? Good morning. Good morning, Miss Carmela. She says, hi, midnight at Joanne's Gifted Hands. I mean, that's just really common courtesy. Come on now. Thank you for the avatars. Miss Big Pain, good morning. How you doing, honey? Like, I'm so sick of these weird ass adults. Weirdos. You make yourself look weird. You make yourself look absolutely weird. Now, a motherfucker gonna call that what the fuck they want to call it. But I'm calling it just the way I see it being played. If you're in my room and you're here more than 60 seconds and you have not greeted me, what the hell are your ass here for? And like I said, many a times I've seen some of you do it to where I don't call you out right away because I'm an observer first before anything. I'm gonna see how many times this certain individuals with a S or individual come over here just peeping me, watching me, and you somebody that used to come down in my comment and speak. We gonna see how many times you gonna keep doing this bullshit before I call you down. So then once I call you down and give you the boot, don't feel some kind of way, honey. You have actually gave yourself the motherfucking boot. Doing behavior like that. That shit is purely strange. Okay. So you have gave yourself the motherfucking boot when you come over here doing shit like that, because you already know that I'm not gonna have that. That's gonna continue to happen with any motherfucking body. I'm just saying. Good morning, Miss Lisa. Set it off. How you doing? I mean, I'm just saying. Ain't that common courtesy? Like, and these be the same people go around on other people platforms. Oh, such and such blocked me because of this, and oh, such and such blocked me. Yeah, you got blocked because I don't need your ass just watching me and you ain't speaking. Fuck you watching midnight for? What you watching me for? Especially a motherfucker who used to come down here and speak. Like, you already know how the fuck I run my platform. You know this shit ain't new to you. You didn't been down here before. Many a times. So when you start moving in different, this is why I said you got to watch people, man. This is why my conversation going to be just like that. You got to keep your eyes on folks. You can't take your eyes off folks. This is why I don't never miss with my validation and my discernment when who I decide to actually move myself and separate myself from. I don't miss. I don't miss. It's not a hit or miss. It's not that with me. I call it just the way I see it. I be calling it just the way I see it. Miss Payne says, good morning. This is why I don't never miss. It ain't never a miss. Mm-mm. Everybody is speaking now. The StreamYard is a little bit different now, y'all. So I ain't gonna tap on every comment. How you doing, Miss Melissa? She says, "Good morning, midnight." I'm good. Just not too long ago, getting home. Just I had to unwind. Had to unwind a little while. How you doing, Miss Juanita? She says, "Good morning, midnight. How are you? I am fine. How are about you?" I just got on my page. This big fat ugly itch is using my family member's name coming on your page under a fake name. The Ashton is that itch peaches. Wait a minute, say that again for me. So somebody's using yet again the duplicated page that they have already been using out here of Midnight at Joanne's Gifted Hands. And they're coming on other people's page using that name. See, that's another thing. These people got to know who's who. You got to know who's who. Because, see, one thing about it is Midnight don't operate with motherfucking mystery pages. I'm glad you came and said that, Miss Juanita, but that's not even news to me. You know why? Because that's something that's been funded with. That's something that's been out here a while ago. They just really brought that shit back up here. That's been some shit out here a long while ago. They love to put fake pages in other folks' names. They love to duplicate somebody else's page. They love to do behavior like that. But as sad as it is to say, that is not even news to me. That's something that I already done seen. That same motherfucking fake page has already been presented on my real Midnight at Joanne's Gifted Hands page. But for the record, for the people of Facebook, you already know that's not me. So if y'all seeing a duplication of what my profile picture looks like, what the name of my page spelling is on your page, you block that. That's all I can tell y'all to do. Block it. Ain't no sense of doing no reporting that to Facebook because as I told y'all a long while ago, this is why you have to really take shit outside of Meta because Meta don't do shit about those kind of situations. Do y'all think that if Meta done something about things like that it wouldn't be to this extreme now? You have to ask yourself that. Like if you think that you can, because see, with all of the fake pages that come through my page, I got an engineer. Just like that last page, you going to be screened. I'm going to get your copy link and everything. You have me blocked. The fake pages, y'all have me blocked because my audience can't see y'all. That's for one. But every time you come and make an appearance on my page, I'm going to definitely know who the fuck you are in some kind of way. And I'm definitely going to make sure I tell my engineer to look at the friends list and let me know who you see in that motherfucker. You're not getting away scot-free. You understand me? It's a whole total waste of time to go through Meta to do any motherfucking thing. First of all, those are robots. You talking to robotics. You're not even talking to real motherfucking people. Second of all, they make the wrong mistakes on taking down the wrong content when it comes to real, authentic content versus some bullshit that somebody else may be promoting and doing on their page. That shit gets to stay up. However, you flag for some shit that ain't even against community standards. Backwards. I'm talking about it's backwards. So why waste your time going through Meta? This is why you got to go through third-party entities and other motherfucking people to see the kind of results you want to see to figure out who these motherfucking mystery people are. But like I said, any of you motherfuckers come through here, I got a cold ass engineer just like that Rob Walker. I'm gonna know who you is in real soon, boo. You got me blocked, but shit, you don't know who and my engineer actually will be able to find out who the fuck you are. That's what the fuck he do. He rebuild social media pages. He do shit like that. So every time y'all come through here and present y'all stuff here, I'm just gonna keep on snapping you. It ain't no point of me sending that shit to Meta. Meta don't do nothing about those situations. Why you think they so out of control now? If they did anything about it. I got rid of the blue check because it's pointless. I'm not finna keep on paying y'all damn near $17 a month for some shit that I can't even benefit from. You can't really talk to no motherfucking body, even with that verified chat. That's some shit I had. This is why I chose to move in a manner that I chose to move in. It's pointless, for real. Y'all not finna get my $17. I mean, a motherfucker might say, well, damn, that's only 17 bucks. Yeah, it's 17 bucks. I'm not trying to give you monthly either for no motherfucking help. It's not beneficial to me. It's not beneficial to me, and it's not helping the motherfucking problem at all. Because if it was, so many motherfucking people will not still right now be dealing with motherfuckers behind mystery pages. They will not still be dealing with harassment to the highest power. They won't be dealing with stuff like that. It's pointless. Do you hear me? So I do away with pointless ass shit that don't benefit me. I tried it for a few months, damn near half a year. That shit was pointless. This is why I had to do shit in my own hands. That's pointless for me. I let that shit go. Y'all not finna keep on getting $17 from me. And this shit is not beneficial. You talking to a robot? You not talking to real people? Then the way that y'all make y'all decisions on people, on taking people content down, it be the content that deserve a motherfucking flag for me. That kind of shit stays up. However, y'all so quick to determine that, oh, if you upload a reel and it got some music to it, that's against communities, the music you provide. And on top of that, the music you allow somebody to pick from, you flagging shit like that. But other motherfucking content get the chance to stay up. You're backwards. You just ass backwards at this point. So now Midnight don't waste her time on that bullshit. And it's $17, but that shit add up for the months. You hear me? That shit add up for the. You ain't getting that from me, Meta. I don't even get the damn shit. The highest payout from the stands y'all gave me, that was about a good hundo. But shit, what I see from Meta on a monthly, month-to-month basis, that should be like $30. Do you know that shit just sit? I let that shit sit in my motherfucking cash app and stack and give that to a motherfucker. I get that back to my platform. That ain't shit to me. So what the fuck I'm gonna keep on paying y'all $17 for some bullshit for? Y'all can keep that. Y'all can keep that. I don't want it. It's not beneficial. So for anybody who's considering being verified, you're still not going to be able to, all you're going to be doing is emailing motherfuckers, and you're still talking to a motherfucking robot at the end of the day when you're sending them your email. You're not speaking with people that can actually help you. Because otherwise, a lot of people, content creators and non-content creators, will not be still dealing with issues on a severe level that they're dealing with right now. That's my whole point. So this is what I got for y'all. Because I say fuck Meta. I take things in my own hands. I take things in my own matter. Just like I did before. Midnight don't give a damn what nobody chooses to believe what Midnight has done. I know what the fuck I done. And I'm telling y'all right now, with these motherfucking whack ass mystery pages that come through my page and you're seeing, because I can see you. Nevertheless, if my audience can't see you, that's neither here or there. They can't see you, but I definitely can. And I'm going to definitely screenshot you and get your name. I'm going to figure out who you are because I work with a cold ass engineer. Rob Walker, you'll be somebody who I'll know an idea of who the fuck you are. Cause you got me blocked, but you don't know who the fuck my engineer is, and that's not something that you're not gonna never know. Just know that I passed your name down though. You know what I'm saying? Just know that. So y'all can keep on playing with the mystery pages if you want to. But Midnight like to take shit in her own hands when it comes to her page. This is what I like to do for my page. And this is what I'm going to be doing for my page. I said my with all caps on the MY. My. I could care less about what's going on Who Shot John's page. Tom, Dick, Harry, Susie, Mary. I don't give a fuck what's going on over there. You got to give a fuck about what's going on your page and handle that. Just like I'm handling what's over here. Now, everybody's speaking. Wait a minute, what you say? I read that comment already where you said that they had a fake page under my name. But I said, you're telling me something that I already have seen. They just really resurrected that page back up again. Because, see, when they made that page, Miss Juanita, when that page was made, that page was used months after it was made, months down the line ago, months ago. And then it automatically disappeared. You see, that's what happened with a lot of them motherfucking fake ass pages that they use. They use so many different motherfucking people and so many names, duplications. My name was one at the time. It was live going at another motherfucking time. And let me say something to him, because I noticed that you may have blocked me, but I think you blocked the real Midnight at Joanne's Gifted Hands. Because, see, you're not on my block list. So I don't understand why the fuck you block. But, see, people can block for whatever reason they block. I'm not even finna question your block because, listen, if you got Midnight blocked, you just got Midnight blocked. Midnight ain't finna worry about it. But I feel like you blocked the real Midnight at Joanne's Gifted Hands because, see, your page was coming through my motherfucking page. But I got more sense enough to know that that's not your page. You know what I'm saying? This is why you're not in my block list. But I think some kind of way you must have blocked my actual page when you seen that page coming through, because it was a duplication of this page. So I can't really, blame a motherfucker on that, because, they may not know the real page. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker's actually duplicating everything from the profile picture to the way you spell your name. But see, I got more sense than that, because they definitely was coming through here with his name. It was so many other motherfucking people duplicated with pages in their name. How you doing, Miss Camille? All of that shit. Men, I don't be worried about that at all. Now, my conversation for today, though, finna be some real deal shit. I'm finna talk about how jumping off the porch gets you nowhere. Good morning, Miss Alicia. How you doing, honey? How jumping off the porch gets you literally nowhere. And how certain people have to take accountability for actually, I want to say almost in a sense, condoning. Because when we all see something happening with somebody and you see a person heading towards destruction, if you don't have the guts to tell that person to stay out of things, then it should not be a different tune now. Because, see, it shouldn't be that tune now, is what I'm saying. Everybody see now what's going on, right? So I'm finna talk about it, because, like I said, I talk about my tea, your tea, his tea, they tea, all the tea. Now, when you see, and so many eyes see a person going down and heading down a road of destruction, because this is a person that's trying to get to know people who, mind you, they don't know. This is a person trying to get to know people, mind you, you do not know, but you decide to jump head first for individuals. Now, the individuals who you decide to jump head first for, they're not telling you, oh, no, this is my fight. Oh, no, you should not have a word. Oh, no, this is something that I don't want to put you into. They were encouraging a person. So you're almost egging a person and geeking their head up to be something. And you have to have a part in that because nobody was telling her not to have a word when she was having a word on so many people. This is why the girl had so many different motherfuckers having a word about her because so many people were coming forth just defending their name when they were being spoke on when she was jumping head first off the porch for motherfucking people who y'all actually condoned her to do that shit for. Nobody told that girl then that, oh no, I think you just need to keep your mouth closed. Or no, I don't think you need to have a word because you don't know these individuals. This is my battle. This is my fight. It was all good when she was putting her mouth wrongly on other people. It was all good then. Nobody had no motherfucking word to say about that girl, and y'all know you she was heading down the motherfucking wrong path. You seen her. Everybody seen her. Hell, I seen her. This is why I was even giving the girl a little bit of advice. Like, listen, you can't do shit like that now. You got to get to know folks for yourself. You just not even getting to know these people, but you jumping off the porch for these folks. You can't just jump off the porch for motherfuckers like that. But my point is this: when she was doing that kind of bullshit for individuals, those same individuals she was doing that shit for was condoning that bullshit. Y'all was geeking that girl's head all the way the fuck up. And yeah, it's still a choice at the end of the day, which means that she could have chose not to have a word. She could have chose not to have said shit. But the fact that when you seen that she started saying shit, nobody stopped her from saying shit neither. Nobody told her that she was wrong for the shit she said because y'all all was condoning it from every platform when it came to hers, that person over there and that person over there. Everybody was condoning that girl's behavior. Everybody was. It wasn't now one motherfucker telling her that she needs to keep her mouth closed besides the motherfucker she was speaking on, and they will come back and say like me. Because I know I definitely said it to her a few times in a couple of different pieces of my content. Like, do not speak on me because you have no knowledge about me. If you thought that you was going to get a chance to know Midnight, you should have came over here and got to know Midnight for your damn self. But like I said, she jumped and dived head first off the porch for a couple individuals. And now I see that shit going sour. I see that shit to be going sour, and some of the same things that's being said now about that young lady, a lot of people were saying the same things about motherfuckers that they were falling out with. I'm just trying to figure out, like, how does that shit work? How does that shit work? Because, see, one thing y'all got to understand is this. Everybody, in a sense, has a sense of discernment about people who they decide to either affiliate themselves with or disassociate themselves to. Everybody has a sense of discernment when it comes to that. Meaning that if you are affiliated with someone, or if you once were affiliated with someone, and you start picking up funny movements and funny ways in people, the same way that some of these people are looking at individuals now, you got to understand that that's how other motherfuckers feel you out too. You got to understand that this is how another motherfucker viewed you. You got to know that. But my thing is this is why you should never jump head first off the porch for no motherfucker that you don't know. You should not have a word so quick for motherfuckers that you do not know. You have not gave yourself a chance to know. And just like things crumbling down now, Where was all of these people when this girl was actually putting her nose in business that she had no business putting her nose in? Now everybody is saying that, yeah, you jumped off the porch, but was anybody telling her she was wrong besides the people she was putting her mouth on? Besides the folks she was putting her mouth on, when they would come back and have to rebuttal and, defend themselves, was anybody else telling that girl that she was wrong when she was putting her mouth on? Everybody and all these many different creators that have spoke on her, where was all of these people? Y'all were condoning that shit. All y'all older people, all y'all younger mid-age people over there, y'all were condoning that behavior over there. Let's not dismiss that. So you're going to have to take some kind of accountability. No, it's her choice to do it, and she chose to do it. But what makes y'all wrong about it is nobody didn't tell her she was wrong for putting her mouth on people. Now she's jealous and this and that and the third. All of the same things that I've heard before motherfuckers have said about some of the same people that no longer associate themselves with these individuals. I'm talking about, it sounds very familiar to me. As to why I'm here, I'm also here to rectify this, that some of the same signs that you see in people when you see a switch up in them, you have to understand that that's also the same notation a lot of people are going to get when it's somebody else that they're observing, looking at them and how they move and how they switch up. See, a lot of y'all don't know what loyalty is, or y'all don't respect loyalty in people, and y'all don't respect genuine people. That's the problem. That's the problem with some of y'all, is that you don't recognize genuine people when you see them. You don't know how to actually receive them. She started off wrong, so the shit was only going to end wrong, just based off the way it started. It started off wrong and rocky, okay? It started off wrong. And nobody guided her the right way besides the ops that she was speaking on. Because if anything, I'ma definitely put myself in that category. I definitely was trying to steer her right before even putting my mouth on her. But see, I wouldn't have had to put my mouth on her if she ain't put her mouth on me. But that was egged on by a lot of motherfucking grown people. That was condoned by a lot of fucking grown folks too. No, she not gonna be the only motherfucking one to take some kind of blame, because when she was actually going to bat for y'all, y'all was okay with that bullshit. Cause she was going to bat for y'all, speaking in y'all regard, speaking on y'all behalves, and you was cool with it. But when you find flaws in her, which is some of the same flaws that a lot of motherfuckers find in individuals, I find those same flaws in people. As to why midnight choose to move the way midnight choose to move. Okay? Because again, a lot of y'all have a problem with actually receiving genuine people. Y'all don't know how to receive them. Y'all don't even know how to treat them. You don't know how to keep them. That's the problem. Let me keep this shit going for a minute. That's the main problem right there for me. And I don't get it. This is why I say, listen, if it's ever so anybody that I've ever had any kind of affiliation with, and I don't affiliate myself with you, it's definitely because of something that I've seen in you. It had nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me at all. It has everything to do with some of the flaws and how I seen you to move. As to why I'm gonna say, nah, you know what? I'm just gonna move myself around. You know what? Nah, I'm just gonna move around. I got to move. I got to move because, like I said, I'm not gonna initiate anything. I'm not gonna be the initiator either. I'm not gonna initiate a damn thing. Not at all. So what I do is what I do best. Is move right the fuck along and proceed forth. But the same way that you see flaws in other people is how other people see flaws in you. You got to understand this. This is what I'm saying. The same way that you can sit back and really observe, because it is really some jealous, cold-hearted motherfuckers out here, see. Jealousy don't lie within me or don't live within me, because see, I'm one of them type of motherfucking women that actually like to see other motherfuckers actually excelling and prevailing. See, a jealous motherfucker want to see you down all the time. A jealous motherfucker don't want you to excel. A jealous motherfucker don't want you to prevail. A jealous motherfucker don't want you to have shit. A jealous motherfucker won't even wish they ops well. When wish nobody will. Jealous. I mean, that's got to be everybody's first word that they say about everybody. True, right? Everybody calling somebody jealous. But see, some of y'all really do have real jealousy streaks in you. Some of y'all really portray jealousy streaks in you and jealousy traits in you. Some of y'all are definitely wrong about the motherfucking ones y'all actually calling jealous out here, when it's really some of y'all other people who have the jealous streaks in y'all. Y'all jealous. And jealousy does shows a lot on people. Keep telling you that the action's going to speak louder than words anyway. Your actions about, if you are jealous, you're going to have jealous ways, and your traits and your characteristics is going to show that. It's not going to be no way to hide it. It's not going to be no way to hide it for too long. You can conceal it for temporary, a temporary short term, a short part. It's not going to be something permanent that you're going to be able to do. It's just like a liar. You know what? Liars always get caught up in lies because, see, they start with lies, so they don't remember the lies that they start with. So they have to try to remember what it is that they put out here. But see, it's so hard to remember them lies you pull out here. So now you telling more lies on top of lies on top of lies. And this is how you get popped off. See, a jealous motherfucking person is going to eventually show his or her characteristics of having jealousy traits in them. And it's going to show. It's going to show in so many ways too, not just one. It's going to show in more than one way. And if you are a person who actually knows how to identify somebody who's really bitter, somebody who's really jealous, somebody who's truly not happy, somebody who's truly miserable, that kind of a woman or a man will be able to identify and distinguish that person and their characteristics. They'll know right off the bat, oh, that's a jealous soul. That's a jealous soul right there. That's a jealous person. Because all of your flaws and behaviors is going to show it in so many ways. It's going to show. So my thing is this. If you're really not about I'm not about, this and it. Okay, let me just say it like this. Everybody choose a time. Everybody has a time in a place where they once placed themselves in a lot of shit, or they once placed themselves in some shit that they probably don't want to be nowhere near, right? Because we all done that, right? Hell, drama is the number one thing. You know what I'm saying? If you got anything that's drama filled, or if you've been in anything that's drama filled, yeah, you place yourself there because you want to have a word back about what's being said about you. So you just really rebuttaling and defending yourself. You doing that. But another thing that I don't do is like implement my shit myself in other people's shit. And I don't let other people implement themselves in my shit. I don't recruit people. I don't recruit people to do shit for me. I always tell motherfucking people that, first of all, you don't have to have a word. And most times when these people have a word, when y'all observing the comments and y'all surveillance in somebody else's comments so bad, you know why they speak in the manners that they speak in? Because they coming from a personal experience level. It don't have nothing to do with the host, of what the host is talking about. They coming from a level of personal experience with motherfucking people. Because one thing about it is, see, I know how to handle my own battles. Just like yesterday when someone came through my comments, I want to think I think it was Lisa said it off, said, "Oh, do we need to get bro on they ass?" No, I would never put bro in my shit. I know how to handle these stands on my own. I know how to handle them on my own. I don't go recruiting motherfucking people. I don't need to. I just really don't. I don't need to recruit a crew to say what the fuck I gotta say. And I'm not gonna allow nobody to implement themselves in my bullshit when they don't even know these people. I'm gonna be like, listen, you don't have to have a word to say about this. I'm gonna be that kind of person. I'm not gonna let a person go head first off the porch when you don't even know the story, the back end of this story. You don't even know these people for that fact. You haven't been watching me long enough to know what the fuck it is that I've been going through with these people. So no, if you have a word, that's gonna be on you. But I'm gonna definitely be a person to say this. Like, listen, you really don't know. You can get to know these people on your own. Cause see, that's another trait to tell you that men I can't be jealous. Cause see, I don't care who follows who. I don't care who be following who, because I'm not finna surveillance who's following who in a comment section, reading what the fuck they're saying. I really truly do not care who follows who. It's a lot of people that were following some of the same people that I no longer associate myself with. Did that bother me? No, it don't. Because if that's just truly somebody who you follow, you follow. I don't care what kind of issue I may have with a motherfucking person at the current time. I don't care if I no longer associate myself with these people. That don't mean I'm finna tell my following that, oh, I don't think I want to see you over here following that person, following that person, following that person over there. Because now I don't affiliate myself with them. Like, no, I ain't never did shit like that. And I'm not gonna let nobody make a problem that's mine theirs. Cause see, that's one thing I'm not gonna do for nobody else, is make somebody else's problems mine. But if you want to be real, be real. A lot of y'all set that young girl up for failure when she was going down the wrong motherfucking path. And a lot of us seen it with our own eyes, because otherwise she wouldn't have put her mouth on people she did not know. And I'm one of them. She would have never been comfortable enough to put her mouth on so many motherfucking people. And she would have never felt that comfortable to do it if she was not being egged on and condoned when she was doing it. That's the real truth of the matter. Nobody was telling her, no, keep your mouth shut. Nobody was saying that kind of stuff to her. Nobody was telling her, no, if you want to go get to know XYZ, y'all already were poisoning that girl ears because y'all felt some kind of way about motherfucking people that y'all felt a way about. And so y'all poisoned that girl's mind. Yeah, she took the bait, but y'all helped her with it too. Y'all definitely helped her out in that right. We all seen, I seen it. I seen her going down the motherfucker wrong way, the wrong path. This is why I was trying to feed her the correct shit before she got too deep in with me. Before she got too deep in with me, I tried to give her a little bit of a, what I call some jewels. But the reason why, and she did not know now one of us. And the reason why she felt that way is because she felt that way about a couple of these individuals, and she was going hard for y'all. She did go hard for y'all. And y'all didn't mind when she was doing it for you. It was all good, as a matter of fact, when she was doing it for you. It was all good when she was doing that shit for y'all. And now that shit is falling sour and bad. I mean, I'm just like, wow. But where was all of these opinions now that everybody's like, oh, wow, and all those people, those same people who, oh, wow, and I can name a many of y'all, from Peach's platform to Glam platform to Kiera platform. I can name a many of y'all down the motherfucking line, from the older ones to the mid-age ones to the motherfucking young ones. Y'all wasn't telling that girl the right shit then. Y'all weren't telling her the right shit motherfucking then. Y'all wasn't telling her the shit then. It had to take ops that she was speaking, the ones that gave a damn about giving her a good word. The ones that gave a damn about giving her some true shit, like Midnight, letting her know, don't do that. Don't you do that. Now, before you do that, you better think about it now, because you don't know none of these women. You don't know none of us. You not even gave yourself chance to know me. Where was y'all? Encouraging that shit. That's what you were doing. You damn sure was encouraging her. Y'all seen her going down the wrong motherfucking pathway. Now, whatever else is going on between y'all, that ain't something I'm giving a fuck about. I'm talking about specifically the road of destruction that y'all seen this girl going down, and so many other motherfucking people. Cause I damn sure seen it. I damn sure saw it. And I know so many other motherfucking people saw it too. That girl probably wouldn't even been in so much hot water as she was in if she would have just had somebody telling her right, or if she would have just listened to a person who was telling her something right. She wouldn't have been in so much of that motherfucking hot water she was already in. But the problem is, see, y'all were condoning it when it was good for y'all. That's the thing. When it was good for you, you condoned that kind of behavior. You definitely put her in a line of fire. It was definitely y'all as well in all of your platform. Most definitely. We're not going to let that skate away as if it's not a fact or a factor. It's definitely a big fact. I wish she had the notation to just, as she now do, as most of us do. It's a lesson learned for her, I'm sure. Just like it be a lesson learned for all of us. All of us have encountered people who we once thought we was going to get to know, who we once gave ourselves to a chance to know, who we got to know, maybe had close relationships with it, but that didn't work, honey. It's lessons learned for all of us. But I hope from here on out, if you're watching this, because I don't know if you are, but if you are, from here on out, I want to let you know, just like I said to you before, you don't jump off the porch head first for nobody. If you're not jumping off the head, this is who you jump off the porch head first for, with no doubt and no question in your doubt in your mind. No doubt in your mind, no question. It's you, yourself, your family, your children, your husband. That's the kind of motherfuckers you jump off the porch without a doubt for. But when you talk about some motherfucking strangers that you barely know your motherfucking self, some motherfucking internet folks, you don't never jump off the porch for them type of motherfucking people, because you don't even know who the fuck you dealing with. You don't really even know who the fuck you really truly dealing with. You only supposed to jump off the porch with no questions asked for motherfuckers like your family. You gonna go behind you. You gonna go behind your children. You gonna go behind your motherfucking husband. You never jump off head first for strange motherfucking people. You always get to know people first before you do that. That's what y'all should have been telling that girl. Sadly, nobody over there was telling her that. She was hearing that from people who she classified as ops. Because that's definitely a message I threw out to her numerous of times. Wasn't nobody giving that girl that kind of motherfucking momentum, that kind of motherfucking message. This is why she was so comfortable with putting her mouth on people. And I see some more shit to unfold. I see Midnight name being brought up again. Let me tell y'all this. Because of the people now that's now into it now, I see my name being brought up once again, because just like a lot of y'all do a lot of telephone calling, I'm sure a lot of motherfuckers was doing motherfucking pity patty parties with midnight name in their mouth since a motherfucker was damn near semi doing it with another motherfucking person. Oh, this is why midnight ain't over XYZ, and this is why midnight and XYZ for that. I see that shit coming back up. I'm telling y'all now, right here on my live. I see that shit coming back up from that girl side. I wouldn't be surprised if she even mentioning shit like that. And how would she know that? You got to also pay attention to the person who she's connected with. You got to also pay attention to the one she's speaking with. Pay attention to the one she say she talked to. Because if it do come up, I wonder how the fuck would she know that unless she was actually watching my content down that far back. Or unless it came from both parties where they were giving her a little bit of the backstory. Huh? But I see my name to be brought up again, once again in bullshit, because now of the two people that's having a falling out and having something to say about one another, it's going to be like, oh, now I see why XYZ moved the way that XYZ moved. Or if nobody hadn't already said shit like that behind a phone call, because that's what y'all like doing. So I see my name being brought up once again. I'm already seeing it. I'm already seeing that. Let me read your comment real quick. Yes, I just came on here. She used my grandson's name. Okay, it's new to me. I didn't know that. I just wanted to make sure you didn't think that it was me. I don't even know who that person is, Miss Juanita. That person ain't came through my page. It was a Rob Walker, but I'm letting you know this though, that there was a midnight at Joanne's Gifted Hands page, not with this profile. So if you see a one with this profile, they switched the faces, because see, my profile that I had prior to this and my Jamaican attire, that's the one they duplicated. So if you see one with my profile currently, like right now, that means that they have resurfaced that page and changed the profile picture, want to make people believe that that's midnight. It's not me. I don't have a duplicated page of midnight at Joanne's Gifted Hands. I don't. How you doing, Miss Nessa? Miss Heather? I don't have a duplication of a page. Okay? Miss CC? I don't have that. So that's for anybody, because they damn sure used it to their advantage. Even went over there as far as is going to big creators' rooms, like when they went in that lady DeBraca room under my motherfucking profile, the duplicated page that they made. And yes, Midnight definitely brought that shit forth, because definitely I believe in this. If I know the fuck it's not me, I'm definitely gonna come up here and defend my name and say that it's not me, because I don't play in motherfucking people's faces like that. See, these motherfucking people go behind these mystery pages playing in people's face. You really expressing to a motherfucker how you truly feel about them behind a fake ass page. You telling these same people where you choose to go in their rooms, you're actually telling them how you really feel about their ass behind using somebody else's fucking name. Using somebody else's name, though. You telling them how you feel about them. The fuck is wrong with these strange ass motherfucking people? It's the people for me. It shows her name and my people name shows up. Listen, and you know that's just real sick. What's going on, sis? Good morning. Good morning, sis. She says, good morning, everybody on the live. It's sick. And that's been done to me too, Miss Wani. So I'm not really surprised, but I find that to be very awkward. That's strange to me. That's strange behavior, honey. See, these people y'all are very much so defeated. Let me let you know that. You are defeated. You defeated when you do shit like to see this. We not the same, boo-boo. I don't have to do shit like that when I'm even trying to make my point across or get my point across to a troll or to a stand. or to a fan. I don't have to do all this extra bullshit y'all doing. I would never go to the extent of putting some shit in your child name, deceased or alive. I will never go to the extent of putting some shit in your mother's name, whether she be deceased or alive, your father's name, your grandfather's name, your children's name, your friend's name, your name. What the fuck am I doing this shit? Y'all got too much time on y'all hands doing shit like that for me. It's that kind of behavior for me that blows me. It's that kind of behavior that really be just mind blowing for real. I laugh at y'all though. Little do you know. I laugh at you. Cause like I said, this is all I'm gonna do with you, and this is all I'm just being straight up honest. Everybody's speaking. I'm being straight up honest. All I'm gonna do is keep continuing to capture you because Meta don't do nothing about this problem. It's so far out of hand. It's so far out of hand. So far out of hand that motherfuckers that been demonetized. I'm talking about it's a shame that motherfuckers who have worked hard for their platforms. It's such a shame that motherfuckers who have worked hard for their platform to build their platform to earn money on there to where this was actually they living. Now they've been demonetized because you got so many motherfucking stands and fans and trolls that have reported positive content and now they're demonetized where they can't make money off of here no more. That's why I said Meta backwards. Meta is all the way ass backwards to me. Motherfuckers can't even make money off credible content and they fully demonetized, can't even make a dime off none of their pages because so many motherfuckers posse together and troll and report, mass report people to the point where their pages is definitely to shit now. It's basically no good. So a lot of people who have had that happen to them, it's a few. I've been around on the streets of Facebook, looking around, hearing it. You messing with somebody's livelihood because y'all feel like y'all feel a way about a motherfucker that y'all don't know. You haven't got your chance to know this person, but you feel like this because another motherfucker feel like this. So you finna feel like this too. And these motherfuckers do all they can do to motherfucker try to destroy somebody. And sometimes in cases that works, like it have worked with some of these people on here that's now demonetized, can't make a dime. This was their way of living. This is how they took care of their family. So now they got to go elsewhere and figure it out some other kind of way because of motherfucking Trump. Y'all not going to prosper. Y'all not going to prosper with that kind of motherfucking heart. You're not. You're not going to be blessed. Stop saying that you're blessed. Well, do you know where your blessings are coming from for real? Do you really know where your blessings are coming from? Because there's so many people hollering about how the God is blessing them. Do you know where your deeds are coming from? Because the God we serve blesses us, but so does the devil too. Do y'all know where y'all blessings are coming from? Everybody just so sure it's coming from God. And you got devious things in your heart to mess with somebody's livelihood. That's a form of messing with somebody's livelihood when you get through. When you get through. When you can mass report somebody because you don't like them, you don't like the content that they bring. You see them doing nothing but taking care of their family, bringing forth content. But because y'all feel a way about another person or you feel a way about a best friend of theirs, so you feel that way about them, y'all mass report it. Y'all weird. Y'all weird. And that is still a form of messing with somebody's livelihood. But this is why I say this right here. If you ever made this something and you made money off of it, you should have never put all your eggs in one basket, honey. You got to always have a plan A, B, and C because you just don't never know. I cannot ever just let this content creation shit be my sole breadwinner because your livelihood is really in the hands of so many other people. Some hating ass folks. Everybody don't want to see you with a glow up. Everybody hate to see your glow up. They see how you started, but now they see you at a glow up stage in your life. They don't like that. Everybody ain't rooting for nobody like that. And so you know that they're not rooting for you when they can actually get together and demonetize you. You know that that's bullshit. But just know, messing with somebody, how you doing, Miss Jackie? Good morning. Messing with somebody's livelihood, honey, and a family, the way that they feed their children, the way that they take care of their household, how they pay their bills, you will not be blessed. You will not be blessed. Being a pawn of that game, you won't. No, you won't. I've seen it happen to so many. You tried that with me. I say tried is the key word with me. Because again, it didn't work. But see, what y'all stands and fans gonna have to know is this. I'm just gonna keep on disregarding you because this is what midnight do for you. I'm gonna keep on disregarding you, screenshotting you, just getting your name. That's all I need. Fuck what you writing in the comment section. I just need your name, boo. I'm gonna keep on screenshotting y'all ass, and I'm gonna just shoot your name to the engineer I work with. That's it. Because again, a lot of y'all wasting y'all time writing Meta. A lot of y'all wasting y'all time trying to email them. A lot of y'all wasting y'all time reporting because they don't do shit about that. You talking to some machines. You talking to robotics. They're not going to do shit about that. If they really wanted to make this a problem that they were trying to fix, it wouldn't be out of hand, out of control right now. It wouldn't be something that a lot of people are still dealing with on an extreme heavy level. It wouldn't be that way. They don't do shit about it. And this is why they won't get my $17 a month. Fuck you, Meta. I say fuck you. Fuck you, that blue check. I want my motherfucking $17.99. My $17, $16.99. You might as well round that shit off to $17. It's $16.99 for a motherfucking check. What you paying for that shit for? What you paying for that for when it ain't helping shit? You're right. That's your money. If they not doing shit about it, why keep giving them your money? I'm not doing shit. I'm not giving it. Miss Nessa, I had that check for almost a whole year. I had that check for almost a whole year. Mm-mm. And it definitely ain't no justice to me. It's definitely not beneficial to Midnight. Now, I don't know how everybody else who used the verified check feel about that, but I know what I know. You're not talking to nobody but a robot, okay? Even when you sending them an email or message, it's still robotics, surveillance in that shit. However they come up with their decisions, them robotics doing that shit, that's not real life humans. Them not humans making the decision, because if it was really humans, a lot of this shit would have been cracked down on. A lot of this shit would have been cracked down on. You talking to some robotics, they be wrong about how they do a lot of shit on here. For one thing, how they give motherfuckers flags, that was the main thing right there. I knew that was some bullshit in the game then. It's the way that they actually flag motherfuckers on how they feel like somebody is not following their standards, their community standards for me. It's the shit that I see on my feed that's very inappropriate. I'm talking about motherfuckers got on damn near thongs, G-strings, they motherfucking genitalias is damn near hanging out. This kind of shit is on Facebook. That's the kind of shit deserve a flag. Do you hear me? That's the kind of shit that deserves a motherfucking violation. A motherfucking violation against community standards. But if I can go down my screen and see inappropriate shit all day long, and this kind of shit stays up, but then you giving motherfuckers misdemeanor ass flags and they getting their pages taken down, they going to jail for misdemeanor ass shit that really is not against a community standard. It's backwards. It's really backwards. I see so much inappropriate shit day in and day out. Like, man, this what they actually allow up here. It's this kind of shit right here they allow. But they flagging you for the kind of reel that they provide music with. Or they flagging you for using, they even flag you for instrumental music. I just had instrumentals in my background not too long ago. Them motherfuckers gave me talking about those are copyrights. How? When there's no lyrics to that shit. How? It be that kind of shit for me. Y'all got to be worried about more important shit. I'm talking about some people out here really very inappropriate out here. And the content that they bring is very strongly inappropriate. The shit that they actually do, how they get up here, shake their ass, damn near half naked. That shit is inappropriate. Do you know how many motherfucking children is on Facebook? Do you know how many motherfuckers have a Facebook profile? Billions of motherfuckers. I'm not talking millions. I said billions, maybe even trillions. It be that kind of shit for me. Still speaking back to y'all. Miss Jackie speaking. How you doing, Miss Brenda? She says, good morning, midnight at Joanne's gift the hand to everyone. How you doing, Miss Brenda? Sister, no, for real. You give that cash away. Hell yeah, sis, I gave them that motherfucking badge back. I just felt like I ain't doing it. No longer. I can't do it. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth having. It's not. It's not worth having, y'all. But that's to each his own. That's just how I feel. I'm just giving y'all my opinion about how I felt about it. As to why I don't have it. You know what I'm saying? As to why I don't have it. As to why I don't have it no more. Yeah. As to why I don't have it no more. And look at that. Look, y'all see that? I see this person on here again. You just getting screenshotted, honey, at this point. You're just getting screenshotted. That's all. And I'm not even gonna type your comment for real. Cause your name already been handed down. I'm gonna figure out who the fuck you are behind that Rob Walker page. I'm gonna definitely figure out. I got a co-engineer. We're definitely gonna figure out who the fuck you are. That's for any fake page. I'm gonna just do what I said I was gonna do. I'm gonna just screenshot you. All I need is your name because every fake page has a copy link to it. I don't care if you're not following nobody. Every fake page, any page that you create has a copy link, okay? And although Midnight can't find your motherfucking ass, because I definitely can't, because you already blocked me, but definitely somebody else will. And all I need is your copy link, and that person is going to actually surveillance your fake page. So keep coming in my comments if you want to, because I know how to handle y'all on my page. That's one thing I do know how to do. I won't pay stuff, no mind, but I don't feed off stuff like that. But she won't have her page for long. But see, it be those kind of pages that be for long though. You see what I'm saying? I just made a prime example that somebody who really bring forth like positive content, somebody who really bring forth positive content, this person's really, these are people that's really not even negative people. They only speak on people when they're spoken on, kind of like how I do me. When I'm spoke on, I'm definitely gonna come forth and speak about me. You know what I'm saying? Um, but see, those kind of people are being demonetized, which means that their pages is no longer any good. They page is no longer any good. No longer. How you doing, Miss Deidre? Good morning. Those pages are no longer any good. You hear? No longer. They are no good. Good morning, Miss Redbone. How you doing, honey? Yeah, it's just it's those fake. scary people for me. Y'all can't even talk to me. Y'all talking behind a profile that's not yours, a name that's not yours. You possibly, you can't be somebody that I'm gonna take serious. Baby, please, you wasting your time coming over here to even see me. Y'all really low-key fans for real. Y'all low-key are real life fans for real when you actually do stuff like that. So you can't be somebody that Midnight is gonna actually take serious on a real tip. Definitely not. I found a whole page under my name, same profile and picture. But see, that's what they do. That's what they do, though. I mean, that's what they do. They do that. So y'all got to know that some of these people really give a damn about surveillance in somebody's comment section. Some of these people really give a damn about what y'all say in the comment section of somebody else's live. That it really be doing something to them in the inside. You know what I'm saying? It really does something to them to the point where they'll go to that extreme. And they think they defeating people like that. Well, you already been defeated when you have to go to that level, when you have to do activities of such like that. You show that you have already been defeated. You've already been defeated when you feel like you have to go to that type of level to feel like you defeated somebody. You lost already. Because the next motherfucker didn't have to defeat you in that manner. You feel like you have to defeat them by actually putting pages in deceased people's name or in the extended family members' names. You have lost the fight already doing shit like that. You have already lost the war. You have already lost the battle. When you do shit like that, when you feel like you have to hit below the belt to get a motherfucker or to make a motherfucker feel some kind of way, you have lost already doing that. No, when she comes on live, I see her name and one of my family members' names in her live, or you see your family member's name where in her live as a part of her audience. Is that what you're saying? How you doing, Miss Liz? You have already lost the fight. You have lost the war. That makes y'all really weak for real. It does. I don't have to do shit like that at all. And won't. Because again, I don't feel like I have to recruit and won't. Never did. Never did and never will. I've always handled my own shit. I don't need nobody to do that. You so damn right, man. Yeah, right. I don't need nobody to do that. Send her to a ditch or send her to dig a ditch without a shovel. That's basically what they did with the girl. And we gonna have to keep that shit 100 because everybody's seen that shit happening before their eyes. Nobody thought to say nothing about it though, and nobody didn't care about that girl putting her mouth on so many people when she was doing it because she was doing it for the sake of y'all. She was doing it for the sake of y'all. It was for the sake of ya. And when she was doing that and going hard for ya, you was going hard with her, encouraging that shit, pumping her head. That's condoning the shit. All of them motherfuckers over there was doing that. All of them. Not one, not even the followers, not even the motherfucking ones who claim to be so holy, so godly. Some of y'all old elderly over there. Like I said, I could name. I might just do it. I got a whole list of y'all. You know what I'm saying? That I could just actually run it down. Like when nobody telling that girl none of the shit that y'all so called saying now. Why none of y'all felt the need to tell her to keep her mouth closed or tell her, listen, baby girl, you ain't got to say too much of nothing because you really don't know what's going on. You really don't know the backstory. You really don't know me. You getting to know me. So you can't possibly know these people. She didn't know nothing about none of us. Y'all knew she didn't. Yeah, I mean, because y'all were some of the same people that used to be on these people platforms. At least mine. I can't say for too many other people, but I'm saying for mine, y'all was people that was once over here. You know that girl ain't never been over here. Nobody ain't never thought to say that. Nobody wasn't telling her no shit like that. They was sending her to dig a ditch without a shovel, pretty much. We talking about the fact that now, because since you've been gone prior to this, but there's a girl by the name, a young lady. Her name's Kiera Sweets, to be exact. This young lady didn't even know these content creators. She got to know Peaches and she got to know Glam. Now, when everybody was having a little word or they little spat or they little opinions and things back and forth, this girl did not know me, sis. She did not know a few other content creators that she put her mouth on, but she was over there heavy. So she wouldn't jump off the porch for them, though. She went jumped off the porch head first so heavy and hard for them people that she went to putting her mouth on people and degrading people, talking about people in these people comment section. And they was egging that shit on. All of their platforms was egging that shit on too, to be honest. So now that shit is breaking bad is what I'm hearing. This is what I got told with the T. I'm hearing shit is going bad between the young lady Kiera, and I want to say Glam. Shit is breaking bad now because the girl feel like, I don't know, this is what I heard. I don't really know fully everything, but from what I got from what I was told is the girl feels like she went hard for them and nobody's going hard for her because she's in a heap of trouble with so many people. She's in a heap of trouble right now, sis, with a lot of content creators. And she feel like nobody's coming to bat for her how she did for them. Now it's definitely a choice, you know what I'm saying? She could have chose to stand down and she could have chose to stand back. But my thing is this. That's what they should have been telling her. And then the second thing is this. When she was going hard for him, they was with it. You know what I'm saying? They was with it as long as that girl was going hard for him. They was with that. They was encouraging and condoning that. So now that the shit is so hot, because with her it's hot, you know what I'm saying? She's into it with so many people because that girl done put her mouth on people, sis. And I'm one of them. I'm one of the folks. That girl didn't put her mouth on me. See, I done already said my spiel with the girl, and I still gave her a little bit of encouragement on top of that. I just don't understand for the life of me why everybody find this shit to be so awkwardly weird now when she's saying that she went to bat and war for a lot of people, but they're not going to bat for her. Now, I don't expect them to do that because maybe they choosing right. You know what I'm saying? By saying, nah, this ain't my battle. This how she should have chose. But by them being who they are, if y'all gave a damn about her, and this goes for even the non-followers, if you gave a fuck about her, you would have been telling her to keep her mouth shut and don't have a word. That's something y'all would have been telling her out the bat because we all seen her going down a motherfucking road of destruction. It didn't take a blind motherfucker to see that. A blind person could see that that girl was heading towards destruction. We all seen this shit to be coming. We all seen this shit coming. The way that it's going now, we saw this shit to be coming. And then this is why I see my name to be brought up again because, see, the way I also felt, and here it is, that, see, this girl is very much so in communication with Peaches on a tough level. And she say that all the time. And she say that all the time. So you got to also understand, with all parties included, you got to also be mindful of the fact of what she may come out and say out of her mouth. And how does she know that? Well, she's repeating some shit she speak with a motherfucker on the phone regularly. If she's getting any information, it got to be from that individual, right? So if she's repeating things like, oh, she's being persuaded not to do this, XYZ for a person, and she's saying that XYZ is telling her this, you got to know that I'm sure I'm going to be brought up, sis. I'm sure I'm going to be brought up in the midst of this because I could almost assure you that midnight was definitely a topic of some of those sidebars conversations as to why midnight is not affiliated with XYZ anymore. as to why Midnight and this person is not no longer affiliated. Because see, that girl don't know that. She don't know that. She wasn't down here on my platform enough to know that. She could have only been told information by the individuals or the person that she's speaking with on the phone. She may know a little bit about that. Because why did she feel so comfortable to put her mouth on people, me included? Why? You got to ask yourself that. That's something you got to ask yourself. That word is rude because of why our community growth is low. Mm-mm. People just don't be liking they self. That's the problem too. Right. Or lying to yourself about the way that you actually feel about your life. A lot of these people come up here and pretend about who the fuck they are to other people. And just be honest and be real with yourself. I mean, that's the same thing that motherfuckers been telling everybody for the beginning of time. Hell, you gotta be yourself. Cause even that shit's gonna show the truth to people. Even that. When you come up here, try to pretend and you telling people one thing and shit ain't added up one way. I mean, that shit's gonna obviously pop you off too itself. Just be you. So now there's some strife there, sis. I mean, there's some strife there because one of the creators feel like, nah, I'm not on that. You know what I'm saying? I might have presented myself like that, or I may have been in the rooms where that shit was going down. But see, I want it better for me now. And that's all right for a person to choose that. Because that's what that young lady should have chose for her out the bat. That's what she should have been saying out the bat. She should have never took that bait. See, that was she was put in a jack in the box. She was put in Pandora's box. She was put in a trick bag, and she just went for the bait when she shouldn't have even been so fast to take that bait, sis. So now you want somebody to come in defense for you, but see, people don't have to speak on your behalf. See, that's what a lot of people need to stop doing for another motherfucker if you ain't speaking for yourself. If you're not speaking for yourself, you don't have to speak for another motherfucking person. And nobody should even want them to do it because, see, first off, you chose to do it, right? You chose to jump off the porch. But see, when she chose to jump off the porch, sis, I feel like as all of them elderly adult women over there that's old enough to be this girl's mother, and she was looking at other folks like sisters, because this is what she were calling them. I felt like they should have had enough sense to tell her that, listen, it's not your fight. It's not your battle. So I don't want you to implement yourself in something that you really don't have no knowledge of or something that you're not fully aware of. You should not implement yourself like that. But no, people was not telling her that. It was the opposite way around. They were actually uplifting that and condoning it. As to why that girl was in so much hell and hot water with so many different content creators, I'm just being honest and real. As to why so many people at one time was speaking on that girl, because she had put her mouth on so many motherfucking people in those rooms. In those rooms. I think I saw that comment. Okay. Yes, it does, sis. Too scared to clap for others. Yeah, you can't do that. Jealousy brings out the worst in a person, and it does, and it's always going to show in a person. I mean, you really ain't got to really be doing too much. Like I said, that's something that you is not going to be able to conceal forever. If you are a person of miserable if you got jealousy streaks in you, that's going to show. And maybe this was you as a person before you knew these people. I don't know. Maybe this was your demeanor before these people came along, and it's just showing now. You know what I'm saying? But a person who's jealous hearted is not going to be able to conceal the way that he or she feel about other people too long. You're not going to be able to do that. Listen, sis said you ain't got to recruit. We coming anyway. And I know, sis, but that's why. How many times do I be like, man, sis, nope, nope, nope. And I say that to my nope, nope, I got it. But I know you, like you said, you come anyway. But a lot of people talk out of a place of, a personal place. It's personal with them. They coming from a personal place when they speak, especially when they speak on certain individuals. It's a personal thing with them. So either they had an encounter with these people themselves, they've witnessed something that these people have done to another that's close to them. It's a personal encounter. It's never somebody persuading them to just jump head first off the porch. It's coming from a personal place, and that's different. That's totally different than somebody jumping head first off the porch. Because when you have had a personal encounter with somebody and somebody has treated you in a way, or you've had words and exchanged words back and forth with somebody, you've had your own personal encounter, so you can feel a certain way about whatever it was y'all had y'all little dilemma about. It was on a personal note. So then you can't say somebody's persuading them to talk like that. Because see, they have already encountered a negative encounter with that individual. But you know the difference of actually speaking from a personal place versus somebody recruiting people. That's totally different. That's something different. That's something totally different. And that's what a lot of these people do. That's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Recruit folks. Right, right, Miss Alicia. That you shouldn't recruit nobody. You know what I'm saying? How you doing, Miss Chantel? She said, "Hey, midnight and everyone on the live. How you doing, honey?" It's the recruiting for me. And like I said, I'm not really mad at the fact that people want to actually push back off of bullshit, because shit, if I feel like I'm a separate myself from some shit, like everybody say it, like, listen, if a motherfucker ain't really talking on me, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna have a word to say. That's actually removing myself from the bullshit too. You know what I'm saying? It's different ways and forms that you can move yourself away from bullshit. So that's not really a bad thing that somebody choose to do that. But I'm just saying, if you're gonna do that, you also gotta be the person that tell another motherfucker. You also gotta tell them, like, listen, I'm warning you that you should not do this. Now, however, if you do this, it will be on you. But don't say I did not tell you that you do not have to have a word. Warn them, you know what I'm saying? At least give them that kind of a warning, like, listen, this ain't your battle, it ain't your fight, you don't know none of these women to speak on them. And that also makes me think, like, well, then what kind of shit was motherfucking people actually feeding that girl? You know what I'm saying? For her to even know this much about a motherfucker where she feel she can talk on a motherfucker like that. What kind of shit was being fed to this girl? Because she didn't know near one of us, not near one of us. But spoke several times. I say several times in different many rooms. When it came to that side over there, she spoke out of turn and out of line. As to why Midnight definitely had a word. Oh, you don't think I didn't when I did? Yes, I did. And like I said, I was still, even when I had a word, I was still giving that girl some kind of motherfucking encouragement. Like, listen, you better get to know people for yourself. Hello. That's hello. That's thing. If everybody stay in their own lane, when the situation doesn't have anything to do with them, I think things will calm down with everyone. I've been watching a lot of content creators in silence, but I never said anything because I know no one personally. Well, that's good to know. That's very great to know, because it's so true. Nobody knows nobody on a personal level. Damn, that crackhead said I fucking to win. It came to looks. I bust out laughing. She said, "You a twin? A twin to who?" Nuh-uh. How you doing, Miss Ann Phillips? And then yeah, like I said, when you come on my motherfucking platform and you a motherfucking person that was once here because you was once here and you was a person that come down here to speak and then you just start being a motherfucking I spy, baby, you get that's weird. You get booted up out of here because what are you watching me for? You ain't came down here to speak. You've been watching me for longer than motherfucking 60 seconds and ain't came down here to say hello. Oh, you definitely didn't switched up. That's somebody. That's why I said observe those kind of people. It's the kind of people you need to be observing. Everybody speaking. Watch them. Them the kind of motherfuckers you need to observe. That crackhead said I was a number two when it came to looks. I bust out laughing, but she's sitting up there with no fucking eyebrows. Listen, Miss Elisa, stop. Girl, you funny. Girl, you funny. Not no eyebrows. The no bras. Girl, you is a nut. You is nut. Hold on. She was humble at first till old girl got in her head. Wait, who you saying when you say she? Because we direct over here. When you say she was humble at first until old girl got in her head, who is she? Because on this topic, we're talking about a couple of different creators that I feel like was definitely this girl was definitely going, shit. She was going head first for these people. She definitely was down for them in the worst way. Because I'm saying the worst way because now look at her situation. Now look at her situation was definitely in the worst way. Good morning, Miss Pam. She says good morning, midnight, and everyone on the live. It was definitely in the worst way now because look at how her shit is unfolding. And now she's looking for somebody. And now she's looking for somebody to actually defend her. But see, don't nobody want to do that for you, boo boo. And they really don't have to. They don't owe you that. See, you grown at the end of the day. You're grown. You grown. See, I feel like some of that accountability goes on them adults over there because I feel like they were egging you on. They were geeking your head. You know what I'm saying? Because if you looked at them two ladies the way you looked at them and they were telling you that, you would have took their word. You would have took their line of advice. If they were telling you different, you would have accepted their line of advice. But see, I feel like they were geeking your head, okay, as to why you felt to do what you did with so many people, including Midnights, okay? I'm including myself. But you grown at the end of the day. You are a young lady, you're grown. So this is why I'm saying never do that again. This has got to be a life lesson learned to you that you can get to know whomever you want to get to know. Nobody can stop you from getting to know whoever you want to get to know on this app. Just like nobody can't stop me from getting to know who the fuck I want to know. And vice versa for everybody on this app. You can't stop people from getting to know who they want to know. But stop jumping head first off the porch for strangers. You should only be doing that for your family, without a doubt, without a question. If it ain't your people and your children and your husband, shit, don't be doing that for everybody. Because everybody ain't going to be for you. Simple as that. That's a word to everybody. Shit, stop doing that for motherfucking strange people. When you don't know who the fuck you're truly dealing with. You don't know if these people are really legitimately for you or not. Stop choosing to jump off the porch because the shit sound good at that moment or the shit feels good at that moment to you. Or because you want to get to know somebody and label these people. So you're going to show that you're loyal to them by doing this kind of XYZ type of bullshit here. That's not it. It never gets you nowhere. Them hoes really need some fucking dick so they can fall the fuck back. Look at you. Good morning, Miss King. How you doing? She said, good morning, Midnight and the crew. Thank y'all for them avatars. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah, well, they need to learn, and that's why some folks learn the hard way. Midnight, keep being a good person. You are keep being a good person you are. I love watching you because you keep everything you keep everything real. And a lot of them on here are so selfish. God sit high and looks low. He definitely do. Okay? He definitely do. And like I said, you gotta know where your blessings is coming from, honey. Cause that devil that play all day 24/7, he like to bless those children of his too, and he definitely do. And he does it in so many different forms of disguise. It's just like how we receive him from God. Okay, it's no different. Okay, for a lot of these people playing a dirty game behind them mystery pages, y'all messing with people livelihoods out here. Y'all speaking on people deceased family members. Y'all doing all of the above. The most. Y'all just hitting below the belt. You're doing the most. You're doing too much. Y'all got to be worried about stuff like that. And like I said, when you have to feel like you have to hit that low behind the belt, you have been defeated. You have definitely been defeated. Cause see, your opponent don't have to feel like that. He or she ain't doing that. You the only one doing that, really. You making yourself look defeated too. And everybody know that. They may not tell your ass that, but everybody know that that's behaviors of a person who has been defeated. Those are traits and characteristics and behaviors of someone who has truly been defeated. You've been defeated. And they know that. They know that too. They never probably ever will tell your ass that. But you have been defeated when you do that. You have. You have been defeated from the pits of hell because God said vengeance is his, okay? You have really been defeated. You shouldn't do that. So stop doing that. Stop doing that too. That's for everybody who do it. Because you make yourself look like the weakest link when you do that. And a lot of people be like, well, damn, why did that person have to go that low? This is what they always ask themselves or say when they're sitting back watching content of all sorts of people. Because it's just not this side of the content creation world that you see that shit happening where people are actually speaking on a lot of folks' children and everything. I'm talking about that's all over Facebook. But the first thing that most motherfucking people ask themselves when they listening to that shit is, damn, why did a person have to actually go that far below the belt and say something like that about their child? Or damn, shit, why they had to go in there and bring the husband or the wife in that? Or damn, why they had to bring their children in that? Or damn, why they parents, why they got something to do with that? You weak. You've been showing that you're showing that you're the weakest link. You're showing that you've been defeated. Stop doing that. Follow the leader doesn't get you nowhere. It really just doesn't. So, I mean, for anybody, exactly, midnight Facebook is totally electronic. Yeah, it's all the way electronic. These are nothing but mechanics right here. These are none but robotics. It's all modern technology, robotics. Okay, that's all Facebook is ran by. It's robots. Okay, robots. I took mine back because it doesn't do nothing. Me too. I've been gave them that motherfucking badge back, that verified check. Like, what am I paying for some shit that's not helping me for? It's like fuck Meta and fuck them. What's to say? People need to know how to hold people accountable for the bullshit that they be doing. And that's really it, sis. That's what I'm saying. Although that girl made the choice, this is it's just what you see right here on the screen. That's what I'm saying, sis. Although that girl grown and she's grown for real, she's grown. That girl has a family of her own. She's a mother. She have children of her. Although she grown, so many older people, older than that lady, older than that young girl. So many of them are her mother's age or maybe her granny's age over there. You still have to hold yourself accountable for that because y'all was egging her on. Y'all was condoning that shit at the end of the day. There is where your accountability have to be held and lied right there. You egged her on. It was good when she was going to bat for y'all. Nobody thought to say nothing different. It was okay. And now that some of them want to make different choices, which that's no biggie. That's no problem. I say do that. Because that's what the fuck she should have did. If that's what you're gonna choose to do right now, let that be that and stand on that. But somebody should have still been telling her. It should have came from the ops. Because it wasn't just me giving her advice. Nene didn't gave that girl some advice. I know I didn't gave her advice on a couple pieces of content. And I'm sure other people who she didn't spoke on. What's that lady name? Baldhead? I'm sure she didn't gave her some motherfucking advice. These is people that's older than her for real. You know what I'm saying? That I'm just letting you know, like, listen, this is not really what you want to do. I see you going down the path of destruction. I saw this, and so did everybody else. Everybody else did, even the motherfuckers over there. They knew what they were doing. Somebody should have told her that. Because the way that she actually admired y'all, she would have took your information, she would have took your advice if that was really what you was telling her. And you really meant that. If that was something you was drilling in her, she would have really, the way that she felt like she wanted to know y'all and admired you, she would have possibly took your advice. Coming from the people who she had labels on. One of them was mama and one of them was sister. She would have took that from y'all. And so many of them non-followers over there, them non-content creators, y'all want too much of shit neither. All of y'all was egging that shit on. Everybody over there had a part in that. So it's about this comment right here. People need to know how to hold people accountable for the BS that they be doing. Most definitely. Hell yeah. Let me see. I gotta go down, y'all, because yeah, sis, y'all just paying Meta and not returning the favor. So yeah, F that check. I gave it back. I been gave it back, sis. Yes, it ain't worth it. Now for y'all who got it, I'm not telling y'all like y'all don't want to. I'm not saying that you shouldn't keep it. I'm just saying that if you don't know that when you are sending stuff into Meta, they will not actually look into that shit. Okay. I'm just letting you know that now. That's not a fable, that's a fact. When you sending that shit to Meta, you wasting your beloved time because they are not going to do nothing about it. This is why the problem is so out of control in OC now. Okay. It's OC out of control. It's so out of control that they wouldn't even know how to handle it. Okay. Why you think Facebook? I really think Facebook trying to make it so that people are not going to be able to go live anymore. You know, they're making so many changes. They don't even, your lives won't even be able to stay up, okay, for no more than 30 days. I mean, maybe that's new rules that they're implementing to change some of this shit with cyberbullying, as they call that shit, and harassing motherfucking people. The object is to keep people from going live. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they'll make it so to where, okay, you can just post up content, in-stream ads or in-stream content or reels. You know what I'm saying? You can do shit like that. They probably need to take the live button away for real. Y'all speaking. That check didn't do nothing but give Meta money. I gave and got nothing. Me neither, Miss King. That's why I gave it back. What's going on, Nene? What says stop checking people comments and check your feelings won't be hurt. Okay? Stop checking people comments and your feelings won't be hurt. Going to the extreme of surveillance in somebody's motherfucking comment section is just crazy work. It's a little bit too much of time from your day. People stop doing that kind of shit, because when you say you don't care about where people go, you wouldn't do shit like that. See, this is why I don't care to do it, because I really truly just don't care where my audience go and who they support. I'm not finna be checking and surveillancing nobody's motherfucking comments. I don't care who follows me, and if they're seen in Peach's room, or if they seen in Kiera's room, if they seen in Tana room, if they seen in Glam room, if they seen in who else that I don't talk to, what Oshiki room, Drusilla room. I don't care. Some of these same people do follow some of those same people, and I just do not care because listen, I'm not gonna care about where these people are grown. These are grown people. Grown. They grown at the end of the day. And she's speaking. These are grown motherfucking individuals, okay? Grown people. Grown folks. You can't care. That's too much time out your day. And if you're doing that, you definitely care about where your audience go. That's showing the people that you care about where your audience go, because you wouldn't find that much time to be surveillancing their comments. That means you care about where they spend their time at. That's what that means. That's all that means, is that you care truly about who they conversate with. Okay. Whether these are people you no longer conversate with, you care that they still conversate with them people. I don't care. Because some of these same people conversate with both of them people. And maybe others too. A few of them, actually. I got a few of people that's over here support me and Tana still. I got people over here that still support my page and Ash. I still got people over here that support Peach's page and mine. I still got people over here that support Glam page and mine. I do not care where these people end up and who they watching. That don't make me no difference. How you doing, Miss Susan? I don't care. Just said, I know all about Miss Ma'am, okay? Miss Ma'am. All about her. Mm-mm. And the same people she was defending don't give a damn about her. Okay, so you know who I'm saying, right? Right? I'm just saying this is now shit is going bad, right? Seem like shit breaking bad now. Shit going south, north, west, east. Okay? She should have thought about that shit before she started jumping off the porch. And they should have been able to give that girl a token of advice, telling her, listen, you don't know these individuals. You should not speak on them. You should not have a word. But see, when she was going hard for them, they were fine with that, as long as she was going hard for them. But now I don't know really what is the outcome as to why they are on odds now, but I know that it's there. I got some kind of a word that it is some strife there. You know what I'm saying? Midnight don't know the whole story of what took place as to what caused the strife. But I know that young lady feel like, you know, the same people that she went jumping off the porch for, they're not defending her, because she's in hell and hot water with a lot of different people. That girl, she didn't put her mouth on so many damn motherfucking people, man, that it's just like people have something to say about her. You know what I'm saying? And she feel like she's just by herself, when she feel like, well, I did all of this XYZ of jumping off the porch, going hard for XYZ. See, nobody ain't going hard for me. But they choosing actually the right way. They choosing the way you should have chose the first time. They're choosing that route you should have chose. Cause it's not for them to actually go to bat for you though. You know what I'm saying? It's not for them to do that for you. It's not for them to do that. And when Baldhead roasted her ass, Glam or Peach stood up for her, and Peach definitely was on the line when Baldhead was dogging her out, and she just looked stupid. Well, listen, this is what I'm saying. The girl should have made the choice not to do that, and that's just simple as that. A bunch of fugazi motherfuckers on here, I see, sis. Man, yes, fugazi for real. They fugazi. To mind her business would have been the best choice, because she didn't know what was going on. That's what I said. Don't even know the backstory. You don't even know the half or the backstory. Should have just kept your mouth closed off these people for real. I don't know what kind of relationship that girl got with that lady, bald head, but it seemed like she had one prior to even knowing them two. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what even caused the strife there, but I'm just saying somebody should have been telling that girl different. That's what I'm saying. Since I feel like that's what she get because her ass was running her mouth a lot. And do I'm not feeling sorry for her, definitely not, because she's definitely a grown adult. And she have to take accountability for what she implemented herself in. She definitely threw herself in the line of fire, sis. She definitely did that. That girl did. But see, what I'm saying is she had help with that as well, because she was also being enticed, influenced, and she wasn't being told the right thing when it was being done. When she was going hard, she wasn't. She was definitely. So they got a part too. They got some kind of part there. They got a part there. When Baldhead went in on her the other day, none of the cyber mom, cyber sis had her back. They said nothing. I mean nothing. Well, that's kind of I don't know about. I didn't hear about Baldhead Live. I kind of just got the scoop of what I heard somebody else talking about. Like what? Now it's strife there. Is strife there? What's going on? So that's where it stemmed from. Then, huh? I got word about Kiera Live, and I got word about Glam Live. But I see where it stemmed from then. So it stemmed from her feeling some kind of way because she seen both of her mother, as what she called Peaches, and her sis Glam in someone else's live when they were talking about her, and she felt like they didn't come to her defense when she came for them in their defense. So now, oh, there it goes. Makes sense. So she felt just like that. She felt like if they were both in the same room and someone was discussing her and they know that she was being discussed, she felt like they owed that to her because she went to bat for them. But they really don't owe that to you though, because you chose that. They really don't owe that to you. See, you see the same way that they chose, they should have been telling her that though. See, that's why I feel like that she was put in the trick box. Because you see the same way that they kept their mouth closed, why didn't they? You know what I'm saying? You chose right when you kept your mouth closed because you don't want to get in between somebody else's beef, or you don't want to get in between somebody that y'all both mutually support. Y'all support both of them. So keep your mouth closed. You chose right. But somebody should have been telling her the same shit. That's what I'm saying. Somebody should have told her the same thing. Somebody should have said that to her. She needs to keep her mouth off, motherfucker. She really do though, sis. That's why she in the hot seat now. I mean, she ain't in the hot seat with Midnight. Midnight didn't say what she said. You know what I'm saying? I didn't told the girl what the fuck I said. And like I said, at the same time, when I'm saying what the fuck I'm saying, I'm still finna throw you a little jewel or two. So, I mean, I guess that don't even matter. You know what I mean? That's done. You know what I mean? But learn how to keep your mouth closed though. That's a real that's wise advice. That's a big piece of wide advice too. If you do that, you would not find yourself in so much bullshit. And if bullshit is not something that you ever sent yourself in prior to meeting certain individuals, that should have been a light bulb go off to you that, oh, I'm gonna take a step back. As you said before, didn't you say that? Didn't you make statements like that before? That you were gonna press pause for the cause because you ain't about the drama. But see, you implemented yourself in the drama. Okay. So you just gotta keep your mouth closed and stop speaking on people. She ain't green auntie. She jumped in some shit, didn't know how people was coming, so she Made the bed, let her lay in it. That's true, sis. That's true. She shouldn't never did it. She should have never done it. You so right. I'm not in a disagreement with that. That girl should have kept her mouth closed. I tried to warn her. I swear I did. When it came to me, at least, I'm like, and then not even me. I was speaking in a general sense, though. Like when you, I don't give a fuck who you trying to get to know. I'm not trying to hinder you from getting to know who you want to know because listen, I could have a problem with these people. That don't mean that I don't want you to get to know them. But damn, at least have some kind of smartness to you, girl, when you thinking about getting to know people. You can't just put yourself in a motherfucking position to where you just finna believe everything that somebody's telling you and you don't know these people. And you ain't never gave yourself an opportunity to know these people. You can't do stuff like that. That's how you throw yourself in the line of fire. And you don't know how everybody was coming. She did not know we was gonna come the way we came. She didn't know that. She had no idea about that. Somebody should have told her about how midnight was gonna come. Baby. Somebody should have told you that shit. Somebody should have told you that. Now, when she gets chewed on, now she wants someone to take up for her. That's crazy work. It is, sis. That's what's going down. And they don't want to, which I don't blame them. Because you know what? You should have been saying that same shit. I don't want no parts of that. I don't want no parts to it. So I'm not going to say shit about it. That's what you should have been saying. But nope, you wanted to prove your loyalty to people. I think that's what it was. I think she wanted to just prove a point to make them think that she was for them. You know what I'm saying? So she had to feel like she had to speak on people. No, you didn't. You didn't have to do that. No, you did not. You did not have to do that. You didn't have to do that. Everybody's speaking. I see y'all. And let's see what to say. And to be honest, those people knew what was going to happen. Speaking on people, they wanted her ass to get chewed up. That's truth. You know what I have to? You know I have to believe that that's some truth to that because they know all of the people who was involved, and they know definitely when it comes to midnight. Who have I not came on this motherfucker and gave an opinion about? You right. When you say that, sis, they should have known that all of the people that she was putting her mouth on was gonna have a word to say back. They definitely knew that. They can't say that they did not know. That's what your comments say right there. That's facts. They can't say that they did not know that the people that girl was putting her mouth on wasn't gonna have something to say back. That's a fact right there, sis. That's another indication that they were throwing her right in the hot pot. For real. Straight up. You Yeah, you never tell me to jump off the porch, but because I love you, I'm coming any motherfucking way. Right. If anything, I'd be like, sis, no, 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 sis, you ain't got to say no, no, but you come anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's just like y'all, the sisters. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come anyway. Well, my sister was implemented in it, though. You know what I'm saying? I definitely was going to tell Chrissy about it. Like, listen, the motherfucker doing this X, Y, yeah. Well, that's different. And you know that she going to say something about it. But yeah, it's that miserable behavior that gets you in a trick bag. It do, sis, and she definitely got put in a jack in a box. She got put in a motherfucking jack o' lantern, a jack in the box, a motherfucking Pandora's box. She got put in one of them okie doke bag for real. Cause see, now she gonna have her own battles for her, but that is hers. You know what I'm saying? They rightfully yours because you put your mouth on these people. They are rightfully your own battles because you put your mouth on these people. But see, she looking for somebody to come help her and save her. See, you shouldn't, because see, to be honest, these people really didn't ask of you to do what you did. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like they asked of you to do that. You chose to do that. They didn't say, "Oh, Kiera, I need you to have a word." You know, from what I'm, at least what I think, I would hope to think that that's not what went down. I mean, one of them I did, well, both of them I kind of knew, so I kind of don't want to believe that that was the motherfucking case. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they didn't say, "Oh, I need you to have a word." You know what I'm saying? But I guess you will learn more about that as the girl talk. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess she feels some kind of way. I don't know. My the way I'm getting it is that she feels some kind of way based off of what the kind of live y'all was just saying. The live y'all was just mentioning. That live I didn't see. I didn't see Baldhead live. But based off the live y'all talking about, where they were both present there, and she was the roast of the show, she was the comedy of the show. She felt like they supposed to have said something about any of that because she came to bat for them, and she had been on, going to back and going hard for them. So she felt like they were supposed to rightfully do that for her because that's what she gave them. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what they gave. You know what I'm saying? They took several steps back. That's not what they gave, though. And they don't have to give. They don't have to give. But the same way that they made their decision, I'm just saying, encourage her to do the same thing. Somebody needs to encourage her. So from here on out, I'm telling you like this now, stop moving like that. You got to stop moving like that. You got to stop letting people come feed you a narrative about somebody else. And you run with that, and that's just how you feel. You got to stop letting people do that for you and to you. You're going to find yourself in bullshit all the time doing that because you're going to find yourself speaking and putting your mouth on people. And once you put your mouth on people, you really cannot expect that nobody is not going to have a say about you putting your mouth where it don't belong, especially when you in reference to people, the way that they live, their children. You letting somebody feed you all kind of narratives about a person you have no knowledge about, girl. Stop letting people do that to you. Stop letting folks do that. You got to stop it. You are definitely not a recruiter. You are a free spirit, man. Yep, a free spirit shit. Man, I just a free spirit for real. I am. Hell, she needs to use her own brain and be all she can be for real. And she can. She can. Just stop it. Here, you got to stop that mess. Stop that. I'm talking about from now on. Stop that. Don't let nobody come telling you something about another motherfucker and you don't know them. You got to make your own mind up about people. Fuck what the other person feel about that individual. Because see, like I said to you before, some of these connections you may have had and may have tried to get to know some of these people could have been blessings to you. That's also stopping blessings to you at the end of the day too. You got to stop. Some of these people you put in your mouth on could have been some of the same influential people to be a blessing to you and your family. You got to stop. You got to stop letting people feed you that. You could have really blocked blessings doing that, and you did. You got to stop letting people come tell you that you grown. You seem to have some kind of smarts about you. You not no dummy. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure. So stop letting people come feed you that kind of narrative about other people. Cause you will miss blessings and block them that way. Cause like I said, some of the people that you were swindled not to get to know, or some of these people that you were swindled not to even communicate with, could have been very much so influencers to you, mentors to you, blessings to you in all aspects of your life. You got to stop. You got to stop it. I don't get involved unless I feel like too much is being said. I'm low key though, right? Right. And you don't. And not only that shit, you already know shit. You already know how I'm coming with it. Shit, I mean, you like I said, I use a lot of comedy to talk and get a lot of things off me. Cause y'all be funny to me most damn times as to why I feel like I gotta come right back with some funny shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I laugh at a lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I just really laugh at y'all for real. It's definitely repercussions to the things you do, yeah, and consequences and all. Look, Miss Jackie laughing. I use humor on you motherfuckers. That's how I do y'all. How you doing, Miss Joyce? I use humor on y'all for real. I just sit and laugh at you. And once I get that good laugh, baby, I'm putting together that good show that I'm gonna come bring folks. Cause I'm definitely gonna give everybody that good laugh, honey. And that's what I do with y'all. Yeah. That's what men I be doing with you for real. Getting a good laugh out you. For real. Cause I'm a person that do like to laugh for real, for real. That's why you shouldn't involve yourself in other people's issues when it doesn't concern you. For real, sis. Yeah, keep that nose out of people's business. Miss Alicia said they need Jesus. Yep, y'all speaking. She said you totally right. Y'all speaking to Chrissy. Hey, Chrissy, you know that trip coming up next weekend. Did you book your room? You gotta book your room, sis. You can book that room and you gotta book your place. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send you where we gonna be at. You can pay at the property too. You can book it now because we booked ours already, but you have a option. So the option is that you can book that hotel right now and pay at the property, or you can pay for it outright. You know what I'm saying? And I'm tell you that I'll tell you the cost of what it's gonna be for the days we gonna be there. But uh yeah, book it up now because see them prices be changing and things like that. So yeah, book that. Everybody speaking. That's really what midnight came to say though. The devil definitely reward his people too, don't he? Don't people got to know that, sis. I mean, I don't think people think that that statement right there is real, because I think everybody when they get something happening to them, they feel like that's a gift from God. You know what I'm saying? And these are people who do terrible things to people. You know all the kind of terrible things you do to people, and how you think you want to destroy somebody. You plotting against people all the time. You do so much plotting against other people, you can't even get your life right. You plotting and scheming against somebody else. You can't even seem to get your own life in order. They feel like when they get blessed, that's a blessing from God. Stop playing. Because God ain't blessing that kind of mess. He not blessing that type of mess at all. You got to know the difference of what your blessings coming from. Come both ways, honey. Yes, indeed. He like to bless those who play on his devil's playground too, so you can keep playing. You think you getting blessings from God and you doing evil things and spiteful things behind somebody back. Spiteful as such as that too. I'm talking about go to the highest degree of being spiteful because you're miserable. Because you really low key jealous of other men and women and jealous of success. When why? I always say why. Because everybody can have it. You can have it. A whole shit show. Okay, since it is a shit show. A fucking shit show. No, sis, I've been saying that for the longest time. For real, it's a shit show, sis. It's a shit show. So you know what you do with shit shows? You match it with another shit show or a comedy show, and that's what the fuck I proceed. That's what the fuck I bring forth. Okay, you match your shit show to mine, and mine's is just gonna be a little bit harder. And this is why so many motherfuckers can't take midnight. Because you can't take the humorous side of me. You can't take that. You can't even take that. And I'm a damn fool with that. So I don't understand. You can't take that, honey. I'm talking about that's humor. If you can't take that, you damn sure don't want to see the motherfucking other side of me. I'm just saying. You definitely don't want to see that part. Y'all can't even take the motherfucking humorous side of midnight. Okay? And that's what I do choose to use on a lot of you. Humor. I kill y'all with humor, with the humorous. Okay? I kill y'all with the humorous. So I got, that's what I be doing. Listen, y'all talking. That's really all I came to say though. They ain't learning shit yet until it happened to them. And you see how it happened to her? I said, why people always like that for real? Why is folks like that for real? Why does it have to take something to happen to you to see different? Why does it have to be something to happen to you personally for you to even view something different or have a change of heart on something different? Why? Why can't y'all just have good hearts naturally? Why do it have to happen to you first? Why does something always have to happen to you first, though, for you to see something different? I don't get it. Rotten fruit got in her brain and in her ear. Well, you know some of the things she's thrown out there. So this is what I'm saying. You got to be able to put two and two together. Because, see, the young lady does and has made that known several different times on her platform and on others that she is like this with my peach. You only talk to my peach on the phone. I don't talk to too many people on the phone. It's what she say now. This is not what the fuck I'm saying. This is what she say. This is what she have already put out here. So then when she comes and say things like, oh, I was influenced not to do XYZ for XYZ, you got to also remember, you got to question yourself now. Could that be true? And if that, who will be telling her that? The person she speaks to, right? As to why I said midnight may be brought up again, you all, I see that shit coming. I see that to be so, especially if this gets to a point of, and it gets so ugly to where the young lady just don't know how to stop speaking. Um, and she don't know how to stop, and she want to have her word, and she would do what she want to do on her platform, because that is her platform, just like this is mine. Everybody got a right to go talk on a platform, you know what I'm saying? But what if we learn some more things that this supposed person that she speaks with has told her behind closed doors? A lot of this shit happens behind closed doors. That's how a lot of this shit started, with Midnight's name being in shit anyways. Personal conversations on the phone that Midnight was nowhere present for. So I can almost guarantee you my bottom dollar that my name was been thrown around in a conversation, one or two or more, with that girl, as to why Midnight is not no longer in communication with XYZ, especially if they were already on that narrative. Because if you were persuading her not to help a person, you were talking about her right then and there. You are already talking about her right then and there to the girl. So why would she be talked about if all of y'all are cool though, and all of y'all are supporting one another? Why would that girl be at the topic of your discussion on the phone? Why would she be the topic of your discussion on the phone though? You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be surprised if my name is being brought up again on some shit that she's learned from somebody. Baby, I won't be surprised. I'm telling you right now. I won't be surprised. I will not be surprised. And the sad part about it is they gonna keep the shit up anyways. Okay. Mm-mm. Miss Alicia, you a fool. It's clear that Peaches is a miserable person. She keeps shit up. Definitely. And she but see, and this is what I'm saying, and then she want people to believe that she's not a component to the shit. A lot of y'all don't, a lot of these people didn't want to believe that, but they gonna have to find out for themselves too. Shit. They gonna have to find out for themselves that maybe a lot of it. A lot of them people keep up shit. A lot of them do. How you doing, Miss Latuska? A lot of them keep shit up. You ask me. And then want to pull out when the shit get too hot. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. Stir the pot to the motherfuckers over boiling. Motherfuckers falling over. That shit, the content in it coming out. It's too damn hot in the motherfucking kitchen. That hot boiling too hot. Amen. She is, amen. She is an I been watching all this time. The main problem is Peaches. But that's something that girl gonna have to realize. You understand me? That her come in when you over here in my face speaking to me and acting like you cool and then go on another platform and speak negative on me. That's where the problem comes in at. Right. Yep. Yep. You right. Right. That's precisely why you should be smart and don't start. Okay, sis? For real. Thank y'all for them avatars and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what Nene say. Oh, I meant to say they were not standing up for her, looking stupid on her live. Well, that's the word that I'm hearing, Nene. Yeah. And as to why I feel like that girl felt some kind of way. And so it seems like now there's been a little bit of strife between, I don't know if she feels some kind of way with Peaches, but I definitely know I heard it's some strife how she feel about Glam. Okay, so I know that something is going on. There's a little bit of dilemma there. And it's from a live, okay? I wasn't able to watch that live because that happened yesterday. I was at work yesterday. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it though. Cause I follow Ballhead. I do follow Ballhead. I follow Ballhead. So I'm gonna go back and watch that. You know what I'm saying? But that seems to be like why she in her feelings right now. Or feeling some kind of way. Yeah. That girl feeling some kind of way. Sis says she's unblocking you, Nene. She said, tell Nene I'm unblocking her. So she's gonna unblock you. Sis is unblocking you. Okay. Sis said, can you see her now? Can you see Nene? Nene, can you see sis? How you doing, Miss Wanda? There's two Wandas on here. How y'all doing? God put the casket by her on people. Damn. Man, damn, ain't it? Damn, sis, that's foul. Wow. Okay, y'all. Y'all can see each other. Listen, men ain't gotta go. You know what I mean? The whole point of this is like some whole. Yeah, it's got to be some accountability for that girl because they definitely were egging her on. You know how like you root for your team and shit. You root for a cheerleader. You root for your team to win. Y'all were definitely rooting for that motherfucking girl. Y'all knew that girl didn't know nobody from a can of motherfucking paint. She didn't know nobody from a can of paint. She wanted to get. She didn't even know y'all. Like that, truth be told, she didn't even know y'all good enough. You know what I'm saying? To even be jumping off the porch the way she jumped off the motherfucking porch. Didn't even know you well enough. Okay. And then when you seen that she was crossing over to that way, and when we all seen her going up that road of destruction, nobody decided to stop her. Everybody egged her on, and it was okay when she was actually going in and going to war for y'all. Y'all didn't have no problem with that. It seemed like y'all were adding more fuel to that fire. You understand me? Because y'all were geeking the head up of hers, and y'all were definitely doing a lot of talking about the people that she was putting her mouth on. So she felt like, shit, I'm going to put my mouth on them too. They putting their mouth on them. But she did not know nothing about neither one of us. She didn't know nothing about us. And so now that a lot of y'all are making the decision, so y'all say y'all making the decision to stand back and stand down out of the spotlight of drama or anybody else's problem, she actually looking for y'all to actually reach for her because she felt like she reached for y'all. Even though y'all didn't ask her to. We have to make that a known fact. They did not ask of that girl to do that, as far as I know. You know what I'm saying? Even though they didn't really verbatimly ask her or make her do it, she still chose to do it. But still, she feel like she wanted y'all to reciprocate some of what she was giving the people for y'all. That's what she wanted, and she didn't get it, so that made her feel some kind of way. Mm-hmm. She didn't get it. She saw that she didn't get it, and that made her feel some kind of way, really. So my thing is this, young lady, I'm gonna tell you like this again. You got to stop that. This is a lesson learned to you. You got to stop letting people feed you false narratives about people that you don't know. And you got to just simply go get to know people on your own. Stop let don't feel a way about a motherfucker person because somebody else feel strongly a way about another motherfucker person. Because again, as I said, you really hindered some great possible relationships that you could have had with some great people. But you listen to other people. So now you really possibly passed up some blessings that could have been for you. You shouldn't do that. That's a lesson learned to you. Don't do that no more. Fuck that. Don't do that no more. No more. Okay? On top of that, y'all, I appreciate all y'all comments and stuff like this. Um, and I go through them when I actually end my live, but I'm finna end, y'all, because I hadn't even been to sleep yet. I actually came in, got settled and comfy, and I haven't even laid down, but I'm off tonight, so I'm asleep for quite a while. Um, but yeah, stop letting people actually make your mind up for you like that in that manner, okay? In that order. And they not good for you. Cause like I said, you didn't know them well enough to even be doing that, sweetheart. You ain't supposed to do that for nobody but your people. Your family. You jump off the porch for your family without no questions asked. Your family, yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yourself first, your family, your children, your husband, shit like that. You do that with no questions asked. But for strangers, nah, you can't be doing behaviors like that, girl. You know better than that. You already know better than that. And it also showed you that you shouldn't do it furthermore because you didn't get the results that you were looking for. You didn't quite get the results that you thought you were going to get. You didn't get what you were looking for. Because, see, they chose the right path to take and you didn't. They actually chose not to have a word about your beefs that you got going on with different people. However, they did egg that shit on, but they still said, nope, I'm not going to have a word. And so this is what you should have did when it came to their beefs. You should have did just that. Now you know. This is your girl Midnight. Y'all be easy. Midnight probably see y'all on a later session. I don't know, or I'll be actually roaming the Facebook streets my motherfucking self. Catching up. I'll be roaming the motherfucking Facebook streets my motherfucking self. How you doing, Miss V? I'll be definitely doing that. Okay. I'll be catching up. The fuck? So I'll be reading y'all comments and all of that. Y'all make sure y'all share this live and react to the live. But I hope she get this word. You know what I'm saying? And I know she gonna get it because she get every other word. So I mean, somebody up in the back listening. You know what I'm saying? They gonna definitely let her know. Yeah, don't put yourself in no damn Jack in a box like that. No Jack O'Lantern. No motherfucking Pandora's box. Don't do that. Okay? You can't do that kind of shit, girl. No. Baby, no. On that note, this is your girl Midnight. I'm gonna have to holler back at y'all. Y'all be easy on this good Tuesday.